Hello, nice to meet you and welcome to Cần Thơ News, the Cần Thơ radio and television station has last today. President of Vietnam Foreign Front Central Committee Trần Thanh Mẫn paid working visit and offered dead wishes to official staff of Vietnam Foreign Front Committee in Cần Thơ City. Cần Thơ Health Department informed the number of isolated cases is concentrated to 34 people. Trục District sets the target of upgrading and expanding 10,000 meters of roads in 2021. Top news. On the afternoon of February 19, Politburo member cum president of the Vietnam Foreign Front Central Committee Trần Thanh Mẫn paid working visit and offered dead wishes to officer staff of Vietnam Foreign Front Committee in Cần Thơ City. The president of the Vietnam Foreign Front Central Committee, Trần Thanh Mẫn, appreciated the results achieved by the fronts at all levels of Cần Thơ City in the past term. At the same time, it is suggested that in the coming term, the Foreign Front Committee of Cần Thơ City will implement the resolutions of the National Party Congress, the city's party congress, closely follow the Center's directive documents to well implement the process of ensuring the elections of the 50 National Assembly and deputies of People's Council at all levels for the 2021-2026 tenure according to regulations. The Foreign Front of the city needs to continue promoting social supervision and criticism, listen to people's opinions, strengthen people's external affairs, bringing to play the strength of Cần Thơ City people living abroad, contribute to building the homeland. The report of Cần Thơ Health Department on the prevention and control of COVID-19 epidemic in the city said that up to now, the number of isolated cases is concentrated 34 people. The number of people in the period of health monitoring, home isolation and accommodation facilities in the area is 28,909. The review of cases from epidemic areas to the city is still being concentrated. On February 19, the city reviewed 89 cases from epidemic localities and conducted 14 samples for at-risk subjects, including one case from Hải Dương to Cần Thơ City, has been tested and concentrated in isolation. The samples are currently negative for SARS-CoV-2. During the peak of observing the Lunar New Year from Lunar December 20th to the 9th day of Tet holiday, transportation in Cần Thơ decreased by about 40% compared to the previous date. Due to the impact of COVID-19 outbreak, a number of transportation companies and cooperatives in the city did not increase the fare of passenger cars on that. Although the number of passengers decreased significantly, Cần Thơ Department of Transport still arranged for inspection teams combining epidemic prevention at bus stations in the city. This force will be maintained until the disease situation is stabilized. Moving on the other news, with the state budget allocated in 2021, Cà Răng District has total revenue of 382.8 billion dong for a year, including the following sources of income: industry and trade tax, personal income tax, environmental protection tax, registration tax, non-agricultural land use tax, fees and land use tax. By February 17, the district collected over 76.225 billion dong, reaching 19.9% of the year target, in which the highest revenue source is the non-state industrial and trade tax, with 24.2% of the revenue, next to the personal income tax revenue of 20%. The remaining revenue sources are registration tax, land revenues, fees, and also rate from 11.8% to 20.2% of the year target. In order to create conditions for the local socio-economic development in 2021, Thốt Nốt District sets a target of upgrading and expanding 10,000 meters of roads. To complete this target from the beginning of the year, the functional sectors and localities in the district have synthesized and reviewed the reality of the roads that need to be upgraded and expanded to conduct public meetings and propaganda and mobilize people to join hands with the state for implementation. During the implementation process, the time and budget will be made public and transparent according to the motto, people know, people discuss, people do, and people check. Currently, the number of industrial and handicraft production establishments managed by Bình Thủy district is 820, an increase of 20 establishments. The total charter capital is over 3,000 billion dong, an increase of 48.9 billion dong year-on-year. Last year, in the complicated happenings of the COVID-19 epidemic, Bình Thủy district implemented urgent solutions to remove difficulties for businesses, production, and establishments, reviewing difficult businesses to support according to Resolution number 42 per NQCP of the government. In the coming time, the district will continue to maintain good contact group and support businesses in order to timely grasp and support enterprises to remove difficulties in production and business, while implementing professional policies, programs and policies, projects to support the development of small and small-scale medium enterprises of the city. In the year 2020, the party committee, authorities, and people of Talai district have focused on efforts to implement the team, continue to orient and consolidate the organization of the district, streamline effective and effective political system, promote and bring into play all sources to invest in socio-economic development, improve people's lives. With the motto that the state and people together work, Talai has built 36 kilometers of concrete roads, exceeding the set target, implementing 49 irrigation projects to create sources irrigation in the field. Thereby, it has contributed to promote the district's agricultural economy to develop towards the diversification of lands and animals. No serious accident with fatality was recorded on this state holiday in Cần Thơ city. This is the first state holiday with such positive achievement. From this premise, the locality is asserting efforts to curb traffic accidents in time to come.
Nearly 800 inspections and patrols were carried out, doubling the times on normal days. Over 2,000 officers of traffic police, traffic inspection, and social order police of the city and district are mobilized to be on duty during the peak week of that.
We proactively build the plan to stay 100% on duty to safeguard people's state holidays. We coordinated with other forces like public security of the world to re-establish social order and traffic safety. In the assigned area, the Traffic Police Department promoted pattern and handling violations, especially those that can directly cause traffic accidents, like speeding, driving after consuming alcohol, or oversized loading.
Authorities have checked nearly 1,000 vehicles traveling on routes, passenger carriers at bus stations, along with publicizing the COVID-19 preventive measures to traffic participants.
The force has established 4 inspectorates, coming to key locations such as bus and ferry stations to publicize and remind people to adhere to the laws and COVID-19 preventive measures.
Thanks to the enhanced measure, no traffic accidents happened in Cần Thơ City in the Lunar New Year 2021, no illegal gatherings for racing, and voluntary increase of ticket prices were recorded. Safe travel was ensured.
Seeing police officers on duty at junctions makes me happy and confident. I and my family always abide by the traffic law.
This positive signal is the foundation for the traffic safety boards of Cần Thơ City and of localities to continue with their measures to re-establish traffic safety and urban order more drastically in time to come.
There are 3 booths with police officers frequently on duty to ensure traffic safety. The district asked the public security force to coordinate with other organizations to ensure safety on that holidays, while require ferry owners to carry out COVID-19 prevention and control measures. We have installed in prepared traffic signs, road spans and road survey to ensure safety for traffic participants. We have established an urban order group of top-notch work, thereby coordinating with the Fatherland Front and organization to mobilize people to follow urban and construction order in the area and handle cases that violate urban order regulations.
In 2021, Cần Thơ City set the target to cut down from 5 to 10% of traffic accidents, both in the case number and the damage they cause.
And now let's look at the weather forecast. That's all for Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. You can share this bulletin on KTV.vn. Thanks so much for your attention. Bye for now.